Welcome back to English Story Podcast. I'm John, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Emily. Today, we're diving into a fascinating mystery. Why can't we remember our dreams? If you've ever woken up knowing you dreamed but can't recall the details, you're not alone.
That's right, John. Dreaming is something we all experience every night. Yet most of us forget about 90% of our dreams within minutes of waking up. It's like our minds erase these stories before we even get the chance to replay them. But why does that happen? What is it about our brains and sleep cycles that make dreams so elusive?
Great questions, Emily. Think about it. Dreams can be incredibly vivid, emotional, or even downright bizarre. Sometimes they feel as real as waking life, and yet the moment we open our eyes, they start to slip away like sand through our fingers. Today, we're going to explore the science, psychology, and myths surrounding dream memory and uncover why some people remember dreams better than others.
That's right. We'll break it down step by step, covering the science behind why we forget dreams, how sleep cycles affect dream recall, psychological theories explaining dream memory, practical techniques to remember dreams better, and of course, some fun facts and myths about dreams.
Whether you're someone who remembers dreams in detail or you wake up with nothing but a vague feeling, this episode will give you new insights into how your mind works while you sleep.
Plus, if you've ever wanted to remember more of your dreams or even start lucid dreaming, we'll be sharing some tried and tested methods to improve dream recall. So grab a cup of coffee, get cozy, and let's dive into the mysterious world of dreams.
Let's get started. First, let's take a look at the science. Why does our brain make it so hard to remember dreams? To understand why we forget dreams, we need to look at what happens in the brain while we sleep. Dreams occur mostly during the REM, rapid eye movement stage of sleep, where brain activity is almost as high as when we're awake. But here's the tricky part. Our brain isn't recording these experiences the same way it does during waking life.
Exactly. During REM sleep, the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for logical thinking and memory formation, is much less active. This means our brain isn't prioritizing dream storage the way it does with other experiences. It's as if our minds are more focused on generating dreams than actually saving them for later recall.
Another big factor is neurotransmitters, the chemicals that help our brain process information. During sleep, particularly in the REM stage, certain neurotransmitters like norepinephrine, which plays a key role in memory formation, are at their lowest levels. Without these memory-boosting chemicals, the brain struggles to transfer dream content into long-term memory.
That's so interesting. And this also explains why we sometimes wake up with a dream fresh in our mind, but then completely forget it within minutes. Our brain essentially shifts gears the moment we wake up, prioritizing real-world awareness over dream recall.
Right, and let's talk about how the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for converting short-term memories into long-term ones, plays a role. Studies suggest that because the hippocampus is less engaged during REM sleep, our ability to store dreams as permanent memories is significantly weakened. In other words, dreams don't always make it into the brain's filing system.
And it's not just memory function. Sleep cycles play a big role too. When we wake up suddenly or during deep sleep, we are far less likely to remember dreams compared to when we wake up naturally from REM sleep. That's why those moments when you wake up and can recall a dream happen more often right before your alarm rings.
Exactly. And let's not forget the interference effect. As soon as we wake up, our mind immediately starts processing real-world information. This rapid transition from the dream world to waking consciousness pushes our dream memories aside, making them even harder to retain.
So to summarize, the reason we forget dreams is a combination of reduced memory function, lack of neurotransmitters, a less active prefrontal cortex, and the fact that our brain prioritizes waking life experiences over dream recall. But don't worry. Coming up next, we'll discuss how to improve dream recall and hold on to those fascinating nighttime stories.
Now that we understand the biological reasons behind forgetting dreams, let's talk about how our sleep cycles play a major role in dream recall. Most people don't realize that how and when you wake up determines whether or not you'll remember your dreams.
That's such an important point. Our sleep happens in cycles that last about 90 minutes each, moving through different stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. The REM stage is where the majority of our vivid dreaming takes place.
Right. and the length of REM sleep increases as the night goes on. The first REM stage might last only 10 minutes, but by morning, your last REM stage could last up to an hour. That's why people who sleep longer or wake up naturally after a full sleep cycle tend to remember their dreams better.
That makes sense. If you wake up in the middle of deep sleep, non-REM, your brain is still in a slower restorative state, making it much harder to recall any dreams you had during REM.
And that's exactly why abrupt awakenings, like when an alarm clock jolts you awake, can completely wipe away dream memory. Your brain instantly shifts focus from dreaming to alertness, and the dream fades before it even has a chance to be stored.
Another fascinating factor is something called REM rebound. If you're sleep deprived, your body will try to make up for lost REM sleep the next time you rest. This can lead to longer and more intense dreams, which might increase the chance of remembering them.
That's a great point. Also, people who wake up during REM sleep tend to remember their dreams in more detail compared to those who wake up in other stages. This is why some people set alarms for the end of a 90-minute sleep cycle. It increases the likelihood of waking up during or right after REM, improving dream recall.
So, if you want to remember more dreams, one of the best things you can do is improve your sleep habits. Going to bed at a consistent time, avoiding screens before bed, and allowing yourself to wake up naturally can all make a big difference.
Absolutely. So now that we understand how sleep cycles affect dream memory, let's explore the psychological theories behind why we forget or remember certain dreams. Now that we've explored the biological and sleep cycle reasons for forgetting dreams, let's take a look at the psychological theories that try to explain why our dreams slip away so easily.
That's right, John. While science tells us how memory formation and neurotransmitters impact dream recall, psychology gives us a deeper look at why some dreams may be harder to remember than others. Over the years, researchers have proposed several theories to explain this phenomenon.
One of the most famous theories comes from Sigmund Freud, who believed that we forget dreams because they contain repressed thoughts and desires. According to Freud's repression theory, our subconscious mind hides thoughts, fears, or emotions that might be uncomfortable or troubling. So when we wake up, our conscious mind suppresses those dreams to protect us from emotional distress.
That's an interesting perspective. But other psychologists have suggested a different explanation, known as the interference theory. This theory states that when we wake up, our conscious thoughts immediately take over, pushing dream memories aside before they can be properly stored in long-term memory. Since our brain prioritizes new sensory input, dreams get lost in the transition from sleep to wakefulness.
That makes sense. Imagine waking up and immediately checking your phone or thinking about your to-do list. The more distractions we encounter upon waking, the less likely we are to retain our dreams.
Exactly. Another psychological explanation is the cognitive dismissal theory, which suggests that because dreams often lack logic or coherence, our brain simply doesn't see them as important enough to store. Since memories are usually tied to real-world events, dreams, being abstract or strange, don't make it into long-term memory.
That's a fascinating idea. It also explains why some people remember highly emotional or shocking dreams more easily. If a dream triggers fear, excitement, or deep emotions, our brain is more likely to tag it as significant and keep it stored for a longer period.
Right? And let's not forget the self-organization theory, which suggests that dreams are just our brain's way of processing and organizing information from the day. Since dreams serve this function, they don't always need to be remembered. They've already done their job while we were sleeping.
So, putting it all together, the psychological reasons we forget dreams could be due to repression, interference from waking thoughts, lack of logic in dreams, or the brain simply discarding unnecessary information.
And that brings us to an important question. Can we train ourselves to remember more dreams? Stick with us because up next, we're sharing techniques to improve dream recall so you can start remembering more of your nighttime adventures.
Now that we know why dreams slip away from our memory so quickly, let's talk about something exciting: how to remember more of your dreams. If you've ever woken up wishing you could hold on to those fascinating nighttime stories, there are actually some simple techniques you can try to improve your dream recall.
That's right, John. Some people naturally remember their dreams better than others, but anyone can train their brain to retain more dream content with a few adjustments. Let's go through some of the most effective techniques for improving dream recall.
Tip number 1. Keep a dream journal. This is one of the best ways to improve dream memory. The moment you wake up, write down anything you remember, even if it's just a feeling, a color, or a single word. Over time, your brain will get better at holding on to dream details.
And don't wait too long. Dreams fade within minutes of waking up, so keep a notebook or an app by your bed and jot down anything that comes to mind immediately after waking. Even if the details seem blurry, writing something down helps your brain become more aware of dream patterns over time.
Tip number 2. Set an intention before sleep. Before going to bed, tell yourself, I will remember my dreams tonight. This might sound simple, but setting a clear intention can actually help your brain focus on dream recall while you sleep.
Absolutely. This works because the brain thrives on intention and repetition. When you consciously set an intention before bed, your subconscious mind becomes more attuned to remembering dreams upon waking.
Tip number 3. Wake up slowly. If you wake up suddenly to a loud alarm or get out of bed immediately, your brain shifts focus too quickly, making it harder to remember your dreams. Instead, try to wake up gradually, lie still for a few moments, and let your mind wander through any images or sensations you recall.
That's such a good point, John. If possible, use a gentle alarm sound instead of a jarring one. Some people even find that waking up without an alarm, when the body naturally transitions out of REM sleep, helps with dream recall.
Tip number 4. Improve your sleep habits. Getting enough quality sleep is crucial for dream recall. If you're not getting enough REM sleep due to stress, caffeine, or inconsistent sleep patterns, you'll have fewer vivid dreams and less chance of remembering them.
Right. Creating a bedtime routine, reducing screen time before bed, and avoiding stimulants like caffeine and alcohol can significantly improve your sleep quality and enhance dream recall.
Tip number 5. Try dream affirmations. Some people find it helpful to repeat affirmations before bed, like, I am aware of my dreams, or I remember my dreams easily. This reinforces the idea in your subconscious and improves dream recall over time.
That's a great technique, especially for people who are just starting to explore dream memory. Another advanced technique is lucid dreaming training, which involves becoming aware that you're dreaming while still inside the dream. Keeping a dream journal and practicing dream recall are key steps toward lucid dreaming.
Those are fantastic tips. So if you want to remember more of your dreams, start small. Keep a journal, set an intention, and wake up slowly. Over time, your brain will adapt, and you may find yourself remembering dreams more vividly.
Coming up next, we'll explore some fascinating myths and fun facts about dreams. So stick around for some surprising discoveries.
Now that we've covered the science and psychology behind dream memory, let's shift gears and talk about some fun facts and myths about dreams. There are so many fascinating things about dreaming that most people don't even realize.
That's right. Dreams have been a topic of curiosity and mystery for centuries. Some people believe they hold hidden messages, while others see them as pure imagination. Let's explore some surprising facts and bust a few common myths about dreams.
Fact number 1. We all dream, even if we don't remember. Some people say they never dream, but the truth is, everyone dreams. It's just that some people are better at recalling them. Studies show that the average person has 4 to 6 dreams per night during REM sleep.
Fact number 2. Dreams can be in black and white or color. Some people report dreaming in vivid color, while others experience black and white dreams. Studies suggest that older generations who grew up watching black and white television are more likely to dream in grayscale.
That's such a cool detail. Fact number 3. You can't read or check the time in dreams. Most people are unable to read text or see a clear clock face in dreams because those functions rely on the logical, analytical part of the brain, which is less active during REM sleep.
Fact number 4. Lucid dreaming is real. Some people have the ability to realize they are dreaming while they are still in the dream. With practice, lucid dreamers can even control their dreams, changing the scenery, flying, or interacting with characters at will.
That sounds amazing. Now let's bust some popular myths about dreams.
Myth number 1. Dreams only last a few seconds. Actually, dreams can last anywhere from a few seconds to up to 30 minutes, with longer dreams happening later in the sleep cycle.
Myth number 2. Eating cheese before bed gives you nightmares. There's no scientific evidence proving that cheese causes nightmares, but certain foods can affect sleep quality, which might lead to more vivid dreams.
Myth number 3. Dreams have universal meanings. While some symbols appear in many people's dreams, like falling or flying, their meanings vary from person to person based on personal experiences and emotions.
Myth number 4. You only dream during REM sleep. While REM sleep is when most vivid dreaming occurs, some dreams can happen during non-REM sleep, though they tend to be less intense and memorable.
Myth number 5. If you die in a dream, you die in real life. This one has been popularized by movies, but it's completely false. Many people have had dreams where they experience death and wake up perfectly fine.
These facts and myths really show just how complex and mysterious our dreams are. There's still so much we don't know, but one thing is for sure. Dreaming is a fascinating part of the human experience.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up, let's move to our final thoughts and how you can start exploring your own dream world more consciously.
Wow, Emily, we've covered a lot in today's episode. From the science of why we forget our dreams to the psychology behind dream recall, plus some fascinating myths and fun facts about dreaming. It's incredible how much there is to explore in the world of dreams.
Absolutely, John. And while we may not remember every dream we have, we now understand that it's a natural process, not a sign that we're missing out on something. The key takeaway is that if you want to remember your dreams, there are practical steps you can take, like keeping a dream journal, setting intentions before bed, and improving your sleep quality.
Right. And if you're someone who's interested in taking dream recall even further, why not try lucid dreaming? With practice and the right techniques, you can train your brain to become aware while you're dreaming and even control aspects of your dream world.
That's such a great point. But even if lucid dreaming isn't your goal, simply being more mindful of your dreams can help you understand yourself better, process emotions, and spark creativity. Dreams are more than just random images. They can be a powerful tool for personal growth.
Before we wrap up, we want to hear from our listeners. Have you ever had a dream that stuck with you for years? Or maybe you've tried one of the dream recall techniques we discussed today? Share your experiences with us in the comments or on social media. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
And don't forget to subscribe to English Story Podcast so you never miss an episode. We have plenty more exciting topics coming up, from the mysteries of the subconscious mind to language learning tips and beyond.
Thanks for tuning in today. Until next time, keep dreaming, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Sweet dreams, everyone!